What's going on, everybody? This is Dave as a party from FM Scout. It's going to be a quick video today. Hopefully it will be quick. It's going to be regarding the FM 17 features video that came out not too long ago whilst I'm recording this. And it's really to try my best to kind of summarize, because it's quite a long video. It's over half an hour long. So try my best to summarize the features, tell you the best features, my quick reactions on them as well whilst we're at it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Smash that like button if you do. Subscribe to the channel as well for more FM 17 content. You can also check out my channel in the description for some Football Manager Let's Plays. But let's get started. So the first big announcement, which is what we all guessed anyway, is that the match engines had a big revamp, more AI intelligence across the board as well. I'll try and skip through just so you can see some kind of different screenshots as I go through this video. Graphics look a little bit better, a whole new camera angle as well, which I like. It's called behind the goal, kind of pans around the quite low and high around the goals. I do like it a lot. It's a nice little camera angle feature, and as you'd expect, a lot of work put into the match engine as well. There's Miles announcing the video and so on, but yeah, as you'd expect, a lot more features on that front as well. There's been a lot more work on goalkeepers as well, a lot more work on player intelligence, so apparently their decision making has almost doubled in a second from what they did last year's game as well. You can see a bit more with commentary as well has been refined and a lot better too, so the match engine element of the game has improved a lot from SI's behalf. So there was a hidden feature on some of the screenshots that SI announced. It was a blurred out feature just next to your inbox, as you can see just up here, and it is actually social feed. So social media is a lot more involved in the game. What I feel about this, it's basically fan confidence, but in a lot more user-friendly way, a lot more up-to-date way as well, using Twitter, hashtags in there as well. So example down the bottom, don't know how Dom Biggins will get on, but hopefully he does a good job. Hashtag Biggins, hashtag Wimbledon, hashtag Ardley, and so on. And then some people not as impressed. What are we playing at? Dom Biggins of all people. On the right hand side as well, you've got subjects and people to follow, so you can follow your own supported teams as well, rather than the teams you're managing as well. So you can get feedbacks from players and clubs and so on as well. A lot more stuff in the inbox as well, a lot more things cleaned up a little bit. So, for example, selecting your captain, all the leadership and determination roles come up on your screen rather than you having to go into your squad, doing a number of clicks, which takes you about 20-30 seconds to do. It's all there on your screen straight away. It's a lot quicker to do, a lot more navigation and so on as well, which I think helps out a lot more. Similar again with player recruitment, training as well. This is scouting, and I think that is a really good screenshot to show as well. As you can see by this screenshot as well, odds throughout the season change as well. So the odds become a little bit shorter if you get a favourite for promotion, or get a bit higher if you're not as close to the top or you're having a poor season so far. Again, with transfers and so on, a few more things to add to this. There has been a lot more pre-contract negotiations with the agents or players. So, for example, as you can see by this screenshot here, the agent can actually approach you to maybe get a little bit of a better contract before he maybe goes to a different club as well. So it's a really cool feature. So before a player just straight out rejects you, the agent comes back to you to give you the opportunity to make a better offer. More stuff again within the board and stuff as well. As you can see by this screenshot, it's a bit more, a much better kind of job into, I feel. You can take charge immediately or prefer to wait till the end of the season and so on. Which is a lot better. Now, one of the key features Football Manager had last year was obviously the integration of creating your own manager, and this year they have taken it a step up. It was quite disappointing last year, to be fair, although it was a brand new feature. I feel there was a lot more they could have added, and now they've partnered with FaceGen, and you can now have your face in the game. So as you can see, there's a picture of Miles on the left. You pick your little spots, your points, and then if I skip forward a tiny bit, hopefully you'll be able to see Miles' character, as you can see on the right-hand side there. This is work in progress, so it may look a little bit better than that, but I feel the quality of that is still quite bang on. More features, you can change the colour of tie this year. You got all the tracksuit managers, a lot of different colour options as well. You could literally have it any colour you want. Features of glasses, facial hair, and so on as well. And a new feature as well, on your start screen, you're going to have your manager stood there, doing his little animations, checking his watch, shouting orders, and so on. So draft mode was quite a big feature of last year's game as well. You can now actually play it single player mode. AI only, you can play it on your own now, and you can play it against these people. As you can see, there's quite well known people there. James Buckley, known from a big actor from the In-Betweeners film. Ian McIntosh, the journalist as well. And there's going to be more people, I'm pretty sure, on there too. So single player draft mode, they've got favoured formations and so on as well. And another new feature to the fantasy draft is that you can use additional mid-competition drafts. So halfway through your draft, if you want to change some players, sell players, and bring new players in, you can also do that. Something that Miles also mentioned in the Q&A, the brief part I watched of that, is he actually wants to try and make fantasy draft an e-sport in the next few years. It will be very interesting to see how that goes, but I do feel the game needs a lot more improvement before they can get to that sort of point. Games can start up now a lot quicker than before. You actually pick your club before you set up the game. So it shows you recommended leagues for your computer, for your game, and so on as well. If I skip through here, and there's more things as well to do with the coach. So there will actually be player and backroom advice on the player's profile instead of actually having to go into a kind of separate screen again. Players can now start coaching qualifications and get their badges before they've retired. It happens a lot more often in real life as well. So, as you can see from this screenshot, Paul Robinson is a player for AFC Wimbledon, and he's looking to complete his coaching course and study whilst he's still playing football. Scouting reports and scouting screens for teams and so on are revamped again, a lot more cleaner, a lot more visually appealing than what they were before as well. You've got your projected lineup in there, the manager record and so on, squad comparisons, one-to-watches and so on. So I think that looks a lot more cleaner than last year's game. Also from this, again, a lot more cleaner, the scouting of certain players. But as you can see, the bottom right-hand corner, you can actually view the highlights package of a player that you're scouting. There's a lot more detail with this as well. Hopefully, I can get a little screenshot of a skip forward. There you go. There's going to be a highlight package of the player as well. And there's a screen of loads of different things there. Huge amount of more detail into this scouting report. A lot more things added into the scouting search and so on as well. So generally they could pick, I think there's different clean sheet bonus and so on. There's loads of different things there. Preferred squad number if you wanted to search by that. Or days in nation as well for those if you want to look for some homegrown players and so on. Prozone was a new feature in last year's game. It is now rebranded to what they call stats, and that has had a bit of an overhaul as well. So more things added, a lot more features added. As you can see from this screenshot, interceptions made and so on, as in with thumbs up, which shows it's good, and thumbs down for things that weren't great, cross completion, mistakes, or overall chances, etc. Can now search what a player is doing for an assist and different things as well. Key passes as you could before, but assist now comes up as an option on stats, also known as Prozone as well. So when a player wants to leave, they can actually go to social media there, and then the fans and so on can talk about it. So, for example, this guy Lloyd Barton, just give Amrabat a few starts to keep him happy. It's not hard, is it? With the hashtags as well. So really think Don Biggins needs to start rotating a bit more. It's no surprise Amrabat isn't happy. So the fans can actually get on the side of the players or the manager and so on. So it's a fantastic feature to add with the social feed as well. Player comparison screens look so much cleaner now as well. Aerial, mental, defending, physical, speed, vision, attack and technical and so on. But they've got the actual stats side by side as well. You've got the coach report either side as well. It's a fantastic feature to add there. A few more creator club features. You can add a lot more players as well. You could create an entire team of your mates or YouTubers and so on, whoever you want. It was a lot more restricted last year, I believe, but you can do a lot more now. Your board now speaks to you a lot more frequently as well throughout the season, whether it's to do with facility upgrades, budgets, philosophies, and requests and so on as well, which they did pop up maybe once or twice during the season, but they come up a lot more. Also, a new type of chairman. I think it's a underrated sugar daddy or something along those lines, which basically means there's going to be an owner that buys a team outside of the top flight, puts all their money into the club, and then once they get into the top division, they have the loan that is going to be paid back to the owner. Some more little features that they've added. Every player that's ever played for you in the game will now be on the history screen, which is fantastic. So you'll see every player rather than just disappearing off the database as well. A few things with name fixes and so on for Danish players. Double-barrel names have been introduced as well. A few added extras for network games for you guys that enjoy playing those as well. So you can actually disable the controller friendly matches for people now as well. So that is all the features. I feel I've covered a lot of the key features, but if you do want to know more, I do recommend you go and watch the half-an-hour video for FM 17 and the features. There is a bit more on FM Touch as well, which I didn't really go through. because I don't feel personally it's something that you guys may or may not play a lot. But if you want to know more about that, just go and jump on there. Smash that like button as well, guys, if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Enjoy Football Manager 17. If you haven't pre-ordered already, get it from FM Scout. If you run out of time for the loyalty scheme off Steam, it's going to be cheaper than most other places. So a link to that will be in the link down below. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you all soon.